Juergensen here. So this is part 2 of Sophisticating Your Blues. If you saw the first lesson, or the part 1 lesson, I showed you how you could take a blues scale, take out the flat 7, add in a 6th, and it automatically gives you sort of a sophisticated, jazzier sound. Now today we're going to completely get away from the blues scale, and I'm going to teach you another scale. You might already know it. It's called the dominant scale or the Mixolydian scale or whatever you want to call it. But it's an important scale to learn, especially if you're going to want a jazzier or more sophisticated sound. But I want you to learn it in little sections, like 1 octave sections. And there's an important reason for it, and I'll explain that in a minute. But look, here it is. See? That's it. It's just 1 octave. Oh, let me write the fret here, too, or else it gets doubly confusing. Right, so if this is the root, this would be the 8th fret, because we're playing on C7. That would be the 8th fret. This would be the 10th fret, okay? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, first of all, play that scale. Just go play it. Play it. Get your guitar and play it, like this. Right, that's the Mixolydian scale, 1 octave of it. Now, when I started to study jazz, I wanted to know about how to add chromatic notes, and nobody could really give me a good explanation. They just said, they gave me licks and things, which is fine, but I wanted to sort of make a method out of it. And so when I found out about Barry Harris, he has a great method. He theorized where to put the chromatic notes and how to use them. And when I found that out, the whole thing made a lot of sense. So what happens is that he has like different places where you can put chromatic notes. And I'm going to explain that right now. So look, when we look at a scale like this, this is the root, right? Root's here too. This is the flat 7, okay? I'll make the chord tones red to make it easier. This is the flat 7. This is the 5th. This is the 3rd, right? And this will be the root again, right? So the problem is that when you play jazz, we play a lot of 8th notes. So think about it. It's going to go 1 and the chord tones are going to be on an upbeat, which we don't like. It doesn't please our ears as much. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and everything's on the upbeat when you descend, right? And it's not a pleasing effect. So what we do is if we put a chromatic note in to this scale, all of a sudden all the chord tones are going to fall on the downbeats, which is a lot more pleasing. So the first rule with Barry is that you put a chromatic note between the root and the flat 7. You put it right here when you're descending, okay? Chromatic tone. So here's the root, here's the flat 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here. Right? This is it. That's the chromatic tone that it's going to go between that root and the 7. Right? Here's the root, 7. So I'm going to go like this. So I'm going to go like this. Okay? So what I suggest you do right now is that you play your groovy track and you sort of play along with it and you see how that sounds. Okay, so next up I'm going to go to the next one. See, this is the same scale, but now I'm not going from the root. Right, I'm going to go from the 7. That's the flat 7, right? Right? But same thing. we're gonna stick to the same rule, and we're gonna put the chromatic tone again between the root and the flat 7. There's the root and there's the flat 7. So there it is. That's the chromatic passing tone. And so now it's going to sound like this. Okay, so we're going to do this to all of these, okay? And I'm going to turn this off and then I'll write it, not so you don't have to watch me writing stuff, okay? So just give me a second. Okay, I did it. So let's listen to these one at a time. We'll go from the first one again. Here's the first one. Second one, starting from the 7th. Okay, third one, this one's from the 5th. Right, next one is the 3rd, right? That's this one, the 3rd, and the last one is from the root again. Okay, so these are the choices that you have. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the blues, but on the 1 chord, on the C chord, I'm going to use some of these, okay? And I'm just going to do it real simple at first, and then later I'll show you how to mix it all up. But so that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. Blues scale. So let's mix it up and not make it so obvious, you know. Make it more musical, and you'll hear the difference right away. But I'm going to use it sparingly, but you'll pick up right away when that happens. Okay, so here we go.